Hi friends, welcome back. In today's videos, we are going to discuss about the Angular versus React. Today, in this tutorial, we are going to discuss about Angular framework versus React frameworks. In this video, we will discuss the future of the Angular and the future of the React and trying to understand which framework is better. So sit back, relax and get started with an Angular introduction. So firstly, in this tutorial, we will understand what is Angular and what are the features of the Angular. So Angular is a JavaScript framework. It is a completely JavaScript framework in which the web application is developed using only three technologies, says as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It is a TypeScript based and managed by the Google Angular team. So here in Angular, the support of the TypeScript is added. TypeScript is a superset of a JavaScript in which we can written a JavaScript code using type checking. For example, if I declare a variable using type integer, then throughout the program the variables is only accept the value of type integer. It is not going to accept the string, it is not going to accept the value as a boolean. Angular is a full-fledged framework for the software development which does not require any additional library. That is, Angular is a complete framework. For executing the Angular code, we does not need any additional library, we does not need any additional software, or we does not need any additional platform to run this. It is a complete framework in which all the things are included for the developing web application. And it is best to develop a single page web application like Gmail. In Angular, also the ahead of time compilation is used. So whenever there is a something error in code is also it get notified at the time of compilation of the web application. So let's move on to the future of the Angular. So Angular is a template based and extended version of the HTML. So it is a template in which we can create a template and provide XSS protection, and there is a dependency injection in Angular and AJAX request by Angular HTTP. So in Angular we maintain the AJAX request by using Angular HTTP. In the latest version of the Angular, we use HTTP client, which is same as the HTTP, but the performance ratio is increased in HTTP client. And using that HTTP client, we can handle the full request as get, post, put, delete, and update. Routing is provided by the Angular router. In this Angular framework, routing is provided for redirection from one component to another component. So how to switch from one component to another component is given by the Angular routing. Then it's component CSS encapsulation and provide utilities for unit testing components, and provide Angular forms for building Angular forms. So there are two types of forms in Angular, say as template driven forms and reactive forms. So this is all about the features and the introduction of the Angular. So let us move on to the React. So what is React? So first of all, React is a JavaScript library. The point here we have to note that React is a JavaScript library. It is not a framework. We can include this library in an application and using React feature. It is launched by the Facebook in 2013 and maintained by the Facebook. So the important feature which is included in React.js is maintaining a virtual DOM of the element. Okay, that is, by virtual DOM we mean that a copy of our HTML element in a DOM. It is also a component based and used for the single page application. In React also we can able to create a component and perform manipulation in our web application. So let's discuss the feature of the React. So as compared to the Angular, XSS protection is provided, which is also provided in Angular, but in React.js there is no dependency injection. And in React, the HTTP request, or we say as AJAX request, is handled by the concept known as Axios. In React, we use Axios to handle the HTTP request. By using Axios, we perform get, put, delete, update request. So, and the main point in the Angular framework, in React framework is that it is, instead of classic template, it has JSX expression. JSX means JavaScript and XML. in same JS file we write a JavaScript exception or return an HTML elements in React. So let's discuss the most important as community and trends for Angular and React. So as you seen in the picture that React.js is contributing 31.3% of the market share, and the Angular is contributing is 30.7% of the market share according to Stack Overflow survey. So that is only a 1% of difference in both the frameworks. But the main concept behind this framework is that whenever we have to making a web application, that's say as desktop web application, so Angular JS is preferred. And whenever we want to make an app using JavaScript, so then the React JS is mostly useful, which takes in support of Ionic Cordova, and we make an mobile web application. So this is all about the comparison between the Angular and React. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you and have a nice day.